Namaste and welcome to class, and thank you so much for sitting with me with your undivided attention. And in this class I want to talk about betrayals. There are 3 types of betrayed, and each one have a positive consequence and a negative consequence. The number 1 betrayed that we do all the time is towards the no acknowledgement, the denial of our biology, the power of our biology. What is the power of our biology? Well, you have 5 allies within your form that are not only intertwined with your spirit and your soul journey, but also they are the hardware that is informing you of all what is happening on earth at the level of the collective and at the level of Gaia herself. Those are the 5 elements. The water, that we are the majority, and we know that water is the recorder. It's a beautiful studies in Japan, a science that have studied the molecule of water on how accurate it records every single vibration emanated from our voice or from our intention. Water being the more related to memory, give us all the legacy of our ancestors, the waters of the planet, what is happening in the ocean, what is happening in the rivers, what is happening in the clouds. In all forms of the water, there is memory. And with that memory, there is a transmission. In the same way, it's slightly different. The fire element, the air element, the mud, and the ether have information and is forming very accurate and very unique your body. These elements see it as entities who have thoughts, who has feelings, who has interest of being conscious, of growing. And for that, they communicate to you certain basic needs: sleep, eat, connect, and exercise. Moderate, and accordingly to the type of constitution you have. But we betray that. We betray the body because we override it of how should look. It overrides with vanity. It overrides of identification. I am the body. I am, this is me. Yes, it is you in the 3D. Is give it to you. Is not permanent. Therefore, it doesn't belong to your nature, to your true eternal nature. Now, what happened when you betray the body? Since the body is the more solid part of our frequency, it emanates that sense of anger, that sense of betrayed, that sense of calling into the etheric body, which is the one that connects us to our relationships, to the environment, to what our life is, to the exterior world. So the exterior world starts to be charge by the betrayed in the body. Once it's in the outside, it starts to be magnetized, meaning that anything that you touch, it has that sense of distrust, that sense that I cannot really totally trust that person or that job or that intuition. You start doubting yourself. Behind every betrayed is guilt. We think that others are like that because of us. And that is the charge in the etheric body, that when we are starting betrayed, we start distrusting and we start feeling guilty. Of course, this emanation goes even further in the vibrational self, and it goes into the emotional body. And the emotional body is just the inexplicable rage, anger, irritability, sadness that we don't know where it comes from. You say, where did this come from? Why am I so sad? Why am I so angry? Well, it have to start some kind of betrayed by you denying to be yourself, by you giving permission to obey what you know at all times. We hold back because we think, oh, if I say what I think, if I discharge my passion, I won't be like it, I will be this, they won't like me, it will attempt my vanity and so on. So the constant betrayed start to debilitate the emotional body as it have an impasse of emotions between the hot emotions and the cold emotions. Sad, anger. The emanation goes into the mental body, making them belief systems, concepts that is based in mistrust, is based in guilt, is based in retaining your capability of expressing fully and discharging fully who you are at all times. So when you are aware of this mechanism, when this stops being in your unconscious mind, and you start being aware of how do you betrayed in the most simple things, like you feel like eating ice cream, but your partner or friend say, oh, I prefer to eat a sandwich. And you say, oh, okay, I'll go with you, it's easy. Rather than respecting that call of the elemental self that is saying, eat the ice cream. Then you rationalize and say, oh no, I should not eat the ice cream because I will get fat or it's not good for me. No, all in moderations. The more you cut the pleasures of yourself, the more you cut the ground that emerge from you accelerating and expressing your passion and your most inner voice, the more you are betraying. And guess what? It's gonna manifest that vibration, that emanation in your universe. It will attract a mirror that is saying you are betraying. Therefore, you will have a partner that maybe is not 100% with you, maybe with you physically, but is not really giving you the emotional support or the attention or the presence or the fullness of his own presence. So he betrayed, you betrayed, and the relationship start to escalate in the sense of betrayed. It can manifest them into having another partner or love affairs or not really committing to yourself. The more we betrayed, something interesting happens. And it's that you enter into a space of dullness, a space of complacency, where you are not giving yourself the opportunities that you need to explore a territory that is absolutely new. You follow me in this one? In that state of complacency, you don't want to create something that is challenging, something that gives you the thrills to become, to explore, to play, to have the pleasure, to expand in a field or in a part of a field that you are or feeling inadequate or shy or afraid, right? You don't challenge yourself. So that is a betrayal as well. When you are not creating a circumstances where you can grow. It's like you always go to school and stay in grade 1 and you master grade 1 and you know you have to go to grade 2 and you don't know what is going to be in grade 2, and then you start thinking about, should I go to grade 2 or should I stay? Oh no, I better just stay. Complacency, right? If you don't move the circumstances around you to make you grow, you're betraying. And with that, you feel debilitated, more guilt, less energy, because it's only by giving yourself this chance of passing your limitations that you get strong and you get an influx of energy, influx of life, and influx of love. Not the sentimental love, the divine love. Love and life, earth and sky, gives you constantly this energy. But if you deny, you don't feel them, you don't listen, you don't act on it, you're betraying. Now, I say in the beginning, betrayal can be very positive. Why? Because you're giving yourself that opportunity of crossing the limits, of seeing yourself from different perspectives and learning something that perhaps you did not want to see or you did not want to act on it. And that is 3 things. 1, you're not guilty for the behavior of others, meaning you're not in charge of the life of others. You're not controlling the life of others. The others are not going to become accordingly to how you envision them. Number 2, you have dignity. You don't allow to bargain yourself with less that you are. You must vibrate your dignity by recognizing what was given to you, what did you accept, what did you are giving to yourself, and what you are preventing yourself to be. And number 3, expansion. You can use the betrayal to expand your heart, your compassion. There are fibers in your heart that are constantly looking to expand. If we wait because we are in a state of complacency, we create this kind of shocks, this kind of transitions. But if we are constantly acknowledging that the heart wants to grow and that we need to give the space of expansion, then the fibers of expansion in the heart feel confident to expand, feel excited to expand. So, any circumstances, as cruel as it seems to be in your life, is not meant to destroy you. It's not meant to put you down. Remember, it's not what happened to you, it's what you do with what happened to you. You have the choice to elevate, to love, to forgive. Thank you so much for sitting with me, and I will see you in our next class. Namaste.